What if everything you thought you knew about one of music's biggest moguls was a carefully constructed lie? What if the accusations against him, the ones that sounded like something out of a wild movie, were just the tip of a very chilling iceberg? Today we're diving deep into the bombshells dropped on day 20 of the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Forget what you've seen in headlines. Forget the rumors. We're talking about the raw, unfiltered testimony that the defense desperately tried to keep from you. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. This is a high-stakes legal battle where careers, reputations, and shocking secrets hang in the balance. And trust me, the twists just keep coming. Imagine being so powerful, so connected, that you believe you can control every story, every accusation, every person around you. But what happens when the truth starts to unravel, piece by agonizing piece, in a courtroom? What happens when a witness, known only as Jane, steps up and paints a picture so complex, so disturbing, that it challenges everything you thought you knew about luxury lifestyles and the dark side of fame? We've all seen the headlines about alleged wild parties and extravagant living, but what if those parties were far more disturbing than anyone imagined? What if the luxury and the lavish gifts came with a hidden cost, a dark set of terms and conditions that no one would ever openly agree to? You're about to hear testimony that will make you question the very nature of consent, power, and emotional manipulation within the highest echelons of the entertainment world. Today, we saw the judge make critical decisions that could change the entire direction of this trial. The defense tried to pull a fast one, demanding a mistrial, but it was shut down in a moment the judge himself called a Perry Mason moment. This isn't just legal jargon. It's a peek into the strategic chess match being played out in this courtroom, where every word, every piece of evidence, every witness's memory is being scrutinized. But the real shockers today came from Jane herself. She opened up about her tangled relationship with Diddy, admitting to still loving him even as she described a life she resented. Can you truly love someone who, she claims, led you down a path of emotional manipulation and pressure? What kind of relationship involves hotel nights with entertainers where one partner says they're breaking all of my own boundaries just to make him feel extremely loved? And why would someone willingly return to a relationship that felt so deeply conflicting? These are the questions that hang heavy in the air as we pick apart Jane's cross-examination. You'll hear about drug use, role-playing, and an alleged love contract that involved thousands of dollars in rent payments. But was this a loving arrangement or a tool used to maintain control? You'll also learn about Diddy's alleged polyamorous lifestyle and how it clashed with Jane's desire for a monogamous relationship, creating deep internal conflict. And perhaps most chillingly, you'll hear about the efforts allegedly made to keep these hotel nights a complete secret from the public and even Diddy's own employees. We're talking about a level of alleged control and manipulation that goes far beyond what most people can imagine for a celebrity relationship. What truly made Jane stay, even when she felt her boundaries were being broken? And how did a man described as uplifting and motivating allegedly draw someone into such a complex and challenging lifestyle? This isn't just about Diddy. It's about the hidden dynamics of power, the silent struggles behind closed doors, and the shocking revelations that emerge when the spotlight finally shines on them. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture of what Day 20 truly revealed and why this trial is captivating the world. Get ready, because the truth is often stranger and more unsettling than fiction. What if I told you that the life of a superstar full of private jets, designer gifts, and endless parties could actually be a golden cage? What if the love in a celebrity relationship came with a price tag so high it cost one woman her freedom, her potential, and her own peace of mind? Today we're ripping back the curtain on the most jaw-dropping moments from Day 20 of the Sean Diddy Combs trial. This isn't just about headlines, this is about the raw emotional confessions, the chilling details, and the unbelievable claims that came directly from the witness stand. If you thought you knew Diddy's world, think again. We've all seen the dazzling photos, the flashy music videos, and the image of Diddy as this larger-than-life music mogul. But what if the love he offered was actually a carefully designed trap, where private moments turned into something much darker? What if the promise of luxury and affection was just a way to pull someone deeper into a life they never signed up for? Imagine being so swept up in a relationship that you start to lose yourself. You give up your own career, your own goals, all for the person you believe loves you. But then you realize you're breaking all your own rules, doing things you never thought you would, just to make your partner happy. Can you truly love someone who you also resent? Someone who you claim led you into a lifestyle built under emotional pressure? How does someone come to love the very person they say trapped them in a cycle of private hotel nights with strangers, simply because it was the only option to see them? Today, the woman known as Jane, one of Diddy's accusers, stood face to face with his powerful defense team. They pushed her, they questioned her choices, and they tried to poke holes in her story. But what she revealed about her relationship with Diddy was nothing short of shocking. She talked about taking ecstasy because she felt he expected it. She described hotel nights with entertainers as the only way to spend time with the man she loved. And despite all of it, despite the alleged manipulation, the resentment, and the shocking activities, she admitted something that will make your jaw drop. She still loves him. This testimony throws a huge wrench into the idea of voluntary participation. How can someone freely choose a lifestyle when they claim they're under emotional pressure and doing things because it's the only option? We're going to explore how Diddy's defense team tried to use Jane's own words against her, but how her answers revealed a much deeper, more complicated story of control, desire, and regret. You'll hear about how Diddy allegedly used money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, plus rent on a fancy home, as a tool in their relationship. But was this generous support, or another way to keep Jane tied to him and his world? What happens when a relationship goes from a private affair to suddenly being public, but only for other women? How does that kind of inequality affect someone who just wants to feel her man and want him to be mine? And then there's the wild claim about Diddy's former chief of staff, Christina Coram, allegedly telling Jane it was fine to transport drugs in her checked luggage. What does that say about the inner circle around a music icon? And how could Diddy's team possibly not know about these alleged hotel nights when money was supposedly being delivered right into the rooms? This isn't just about a celebrity trial, it's a look into the dark corners of extreme wealth and power, where the rules of normal relationships seem to completely break down. What truly drives someone to stay in a relationship where they say they are breaking all of my own boundaries just to make their partner feel loved? And what kind of secrets are being kept to maintain an image that the public never sees? By the end of this video, you'll understand why day 20 of the Diddy trial was so explosive, why Jane's testimony is so critical to the prosecution's case, and what these shocking revelations mean for the future of one of music's biggest names. Get ready, because the truth, when it finally comes out, is far more complex and disturbing than any headline could ever capture.